Last time we got our Detra installed on our hallway floor, and now we're ready to install tile. Our goal is to get 2 rows of tile straight down this side while we leave this last row open just so we have a walking path. This is our hallway that goes right to the bathroom, the bedrooms, to the kitchen, so we need access to this. This is a tricky tile spot because tile, you're not supposed to walk on it for, overnight or 24 hours even. That's the best way we can figure, is just leaving a little walking path open, and then after this side is set, we'll come back the next night and we'll tile just that 1 row all the way down here to the kitchen. And then I think we can grout it all at once. As you guys probably saw, the Detra install went really well. No major problems. It just took longer than we expected. We're hoping that the tile will go just as smoothly. No problems.
Yeah, and there's not really much cutting except for in the closet.
This is, I guess, the lesson: don't pour the bag too fast. I kind of just dumped the bag in there and it just exploded all over. So, yeah.
It's on our wall, door.
Not cool. It's a mess. Let's just put it that way. And I don't even know how to clean this up. Our new paint.
At least it wipes easy because it's a satin paint.
Now that that's done,
fun with mortar. Doug discovered a little fun thing with mortar.
you just make it so it makes a hole in the mortar when it's spinning. And then it's pulling air down, and then you hold the air under. As long as it's spinning, it holds that air pocket. You stop. It pops out. Alright guys, the mortar is mixed. I'm ready to start laying tile. I'm a little bit worried because my mortar mix is a little bit wet. It feels wet to me. I wanted it thicker than this. I don't know how well it's going to go down. I don't know how well it's going to hold its ridge when I scrape it out. We're just going to do the best we can and work with it because I don't have any way to thicken it. And it's weird because I followed the instructions per the bag and I did the right water quantity for the bag. So I'm really surprised it came out so wet. But being not a professional tiler, I'm not even sure how thick or what it's supposed to be. So we're gonna go ahead and make it work. All right, so we gotta keep in mind that we're only doing these 2 rows.
Yep.
Remember, we're going to try to parallel it to the hallway wall, and it might not be even here.
Yeah.
Am I scraping out too much? So far this is going pretty well. I was afraid that this was too wet, but it's holding its ridges, and the tiles are setting in nice. I'm getting full coverage. Something that we've learned about doing tile is that you want to comb it in the same direction. Whatever direction you're going, comb it all in the same direction. You don't want to have, I'm not going to mess up my grooves here, but you don't want to have them going in 2 different directions. Like this. Because when you set the tile down, you wiggle it across the grain and it makes it settle down really nice so that you don't have voids under there. And if you have them all mismatched, when you try to settle it down, you get air pockets underneath and it can't grab the tile as well. Thank you. So setting mine in, and now because my lines run this way, I'm gonna you know, shimmy it like this. Right now I'm just kind of filling all these little waffle pockets. That sounds tasty, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hashtag waffle pockets.
Yeah. 6 3/8. This is our first cut of the night. And looks good. I was keeping it clean. Once you get this on your hands, everything falls apart. A little messy. My hands have mortar on them and I'm making a mess, but
yeah,
we'll get that cleaned up.
Wait. Yeah.
Boom. Did I do it right?
Hope so.
Guys, I'm just going to scrape this out because I'm not feeling comfortable with it. That sat for a little too long. And when the mortar starts skinning over, it basically starts drying on top.
And it doesn't stick to the tile right.
Yeah, you can squish it down. It's soft, but you're not going to get a good... you're not going to get a good solid...
bond.
Yeah. The mortar is still good. It was just skinning over on top. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the tile itself because I can't really get in that little spot. Try to squeeze it under here the best I can. I don't like how everything's getting messy and my hands are getting messy. It's going to be really hard for me to work like this.
Well, after you get these done, wash your hands up.
So even though we got these messy, they're in, and once that mortar dries a little more, we'll just wipe them up and that'll come off. I think some people try to use a light colored mortar when doing light colored tile, but we had to choose an unmodified mortar to go over the Ditra, so it's just gray. That's the only option we had. Let's see if this skinned over from being here for 20 days.
I would say probably.
Let's kind of refresh it, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like one of those "this is your brain on drugs" commercials where the egg's frying. I just feel like a mess. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Big area. Right here. The goal is to tile myself into this nook so I don't have to do any more.
We're getting mentally worn out on this. It helps if you laugh. Can you laugh?
I can't. I'm bad at multitasking. This is it. This might be the last 2 or 3 tiles here. I'm feeling like 3. This may not look special, but it is, because this tile is the last tile that we're doing tonight.
Turn it. It's the same as 2 down.
This is the last tile that we're doing tonight.
And that is very good. Right, Doug?
Yes. This is our tiling limit. So when we tile the rest of the house, we're going to do it in short bursts, I think, because
Pretty much a bag at a time of mortar.
1 bag of mortar.
Because any more than that would just wear our minds out.
I can see where those like kind of those spacers that 1806 was using would be nice.
Yeah.
That they pull and push, get it exactly level. Belle wanted to share something with you guys because previously she showed you this art, which she did, and Belle liked this drawing so much that, what did you do, Belle?
I made 2 more. A fire dragon. I decided to call it Flamey Amy.
And
The jungle dragon.
this one's really cool, my favorite.
Yep. I think it's the first time I've ever made bamboo, and yet it looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
If you look in the back.
I was so amazed when she showed us that one. It's so detailed and just so good.
So, really cool additions to Belle's art wall. They're coming out so good.
Yep.
Why are you staring at me like that? And she's been doing another one, I think, because she's drawing something secretive, right?
Yep. You'll have to wait for it.
Okay. She likes to surprise us, so we don't get to see it until it's done. So there it is, guys. Our 2 rows of tile is complete. It's hard. This is the next day, so it sat about 24 hours and it's dry. I'm pretty happy with it. We cleaned it up, got all the mortar that was on top off of it, and it looks really good. It's not perfect. I kind of expected it not to be perfect because we came out of the bathroom at a slight angle. So around the bathroom, the tiles are a little bit wonky where they meet up together, but it's going to be fine. For this house, it's not a big deal. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. And I try to remind myself of that sometimes because I get a little too carried away with perfection. It looks good, right?
Yeah.
Now, we would have liked to have done this one tonight after we had those done. The reason we didn't keep going is because we don't have mortar, and today was really cold, so I wasn't going to go out to the store and drag everybody out just for that. So we'll just wait until it's a little nicer out, and we'll go grab some mortar and do the rest. Now, our mortar mix I'm a little bit worried about because it was wet. It was kind of sloppy feeling, and that wasn't intentional, but once you add too much water to it, you can't go back. You can't take water out. And we had like no extra mortar to mix into it to thicken it, so I just hope that it cures strong and solid. It might have been fine. It might have been totally normal, but...
You mixed it how the bag said to do it.
Yeah. We'll see. It should be okay, but I have no idea. That was my only real concern during this project. But it was like pretty stressful, as you guys saw probably a couple of times. It was just overwhelming trying to make sure they were going in a straight line and just messy. All the messy tiles and getting them on level. A couple of them aren't, straight with each other in the same plane, but it's minor. It's all minor. So I don't know what our next job is going to be. We're still working on Maverick's room. Odd jobs around the house, and it's coming together. We might get to the store and keep working on this, but I have no idea. So we'll just take it as it comes.
Yep.
In fact, maybe I'll even install the closet door at the end of the hallway soon, because I've been waiting for that. And I really like these white tiles in the hallway. This was kind of unintentional, but with the white walls and the white floor, it's really, I think going to help brighten up the hallway and make it feel bright.
It's so long and tunnely.
Yeah, and actually, being a long, narrow hallway is something we were trying to hide a little bit. So like we don't like these long dark hallways, and that's why we decided to put the laundry area right here next to Ashley. It really opens up the hallway because otherwise this would just be a solid wall. One of our layout options was putting the laundry room facing the other way in the utility room, so it was all part of the same room. That would have been good because it would have been quieter. We wouldn't have to listen to the washing machine. You don't have to see them, you don't have to listen to them. They have their own little room. Mm-hmm. But the downside is it would have made this hallway just a big solid wall going all the way back.
To way past the camera.
Behind you guys, yeah. So we really just opted to deal with hearing the washing machine and having it in our living space because it opens up the hallway and gives us like it breaks it up into two sections. But there's also positives. It puts the laundry room closer to the bathroom and the bedrooms where we keep our laundry. So pros and cons to both ways.
Should we thank people for checking out 1806 quickly?
Yeah, we could if you want to.
Just a quick little mention, since a lot of people did.
Go ahead.
I'm not doing it.
Why? Are you going to do it?
You're going to do it.
Okay. Before we go, I just want to say thank you to everybody who went over to 1806 Stonehouse and left comments and subscribed. He got such a huge boost from you guys, and we really appreciate it because it's really cool to be able to help somebody else's channel grow who's been working and just not getting that recognition that we think they should have. So thank you so much for taking the time to go over there, watch the videos. I know some of you guys, maybe it's just not your thing, but overwhelming, so many of you have just loved it, and that makes us feel good that you're there.
Yeah. And a lot of people were saying how they went back from the beginning and binge watched everything. That's what we did. And
yeah. So thanks a lot for going to do that for us and for helping him out and helping his channel grow. It's going to help his projects roll along a little bit smoother, I hope. I guess that's all we have for now. So until next time, take care.
Bye.